Hey, good morning. Well, I'm thinking of it. Push all the buttons down below. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me I stink. Please engage with my content. I wanted to make a video about homeless people in a civil unrest, civil war situation because I think we're rapidly approaching one. Possibly. It could change. Nothing's written in stone. There's more variables in the world than most people can comprehend, myself included. But it sure does look like a possibility on the horizon. So for people who might be in this situation now or in the future, you need to think real long and hard about hitting the streets right now, and what you would want to do or where you'd want to be if something goes down. If things get really ugly in America and there's people fighting in the streets, people ending other people's lives, acts of terror, and all this stuff going on, you don't want to be a homeless person. Now, there's some skills that I've learned on the street that would help a lot in that kind of civil unrest situation. And there will be, no matter what happens, there'll be some homeless people that survive it because they've learned to live on the edge of society. They've learned some skills unique to our situation in the modern world that will help them survive. But you are the first on a lot of people's list to get shot. Unless you are embedded in the community in some sort of way, you probably have enemies. Somebody in your city or the city that you're in hate you for existing. And if they think that they won't get caught, they will end your life. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be scared of strangers because in that kind of circumstance, stranger danger is a real thing. So if you're a stranger, they're not going to want you anywhere near them. Certainly not breathing. People will have a lot less empathy when everyone's suffering. If their family's hungry, they're not going to care that you are. And quite frankly, when people's kids are hungry, they'll have no problem doing, a lot of them will have no problem doing bad things to other people to feed their kids. Are there ways to survive that kind of thing on the street? Absolutely. But you're going to have to be spot on your game, have a lot of skills, make really good decisions, be somewhere where you do know some of the community and have a good reputation, and probably get lucky along the way, depending on how bad things get. But in a state of civil unrest, in the times that we're living in right now, being homeless is not where you want to be. Being a vagabond, being a hobo, being a train hopper, heck, being a beach bum, a rock climbing bum, it's not going to matter if you're not in a community, doing things for that community, working a job that community needs, defending that community with your rifle. They're not going to want you there in most circumstances. And if they're not specifically targeting you, anything you have is going to be fair game for anybody who wants it. So I would say get off the street or don't come on it in times like these. It's not where you want to be. It's not all fun and games anymore. and it's not relatively safe anymore, and it's going to get worse. So if you can get off the street, get off the street. If you can stay off the street, stay off the street. And if you are on or going to be on the street, you need to think long and hard about different scenarios and what you're going to do and how people are going to react to you. And think of all the bad things that could happen and what you can do to mitigate it. But quite frankly, it's going to be pretty bad if things continue the way they're heading. It's just reality. This isn't what I wish. This isn't what I want. For the country or myself or other homeless people. But we've got to face reality. It's time for everybody to put their big boy pants on and deal with it. It just is what it is. There's nothing else to be said about it. Thanks for listening. I'm actually really thrilled with the viewership that I'm getting. I'm no Tim Pool yet, but I've got my beanie ready. So, but please engage my content. Also, if there's anything that you want my opinion on, put it, comment, ask me. There's any suggestions, anything like that. I have limited abilities, limited amounts of money, limited amounts of skills, but I want to hear what I should be doing and how to do things better, what you want to hear about, what you want my opinion on, all those things. You know where to type it, right down there. Thanks. Have a great day. God bless all good people. Peace to the peaceful. Do something cool today. Be well.